Reasons you no longer find your spouse or partner attractive. Are you still attractive, Seth? How attractive are you attractive? Let's even.
Be there before.
I don't think so. Am I still attractive to you? Look at me very well.
Think about it.
You don't have to think about it. I'm here live.
I don't think so.
Ah,
I'm just managing.
me?
Yeah.
From your mouth. You're just managing.
What did you say about me too? What did you say about me too?
I've not yet concluded.
Oh, okay. I've not yet concluded.
I was still coming up. So guys, we have serious talk today.
Oh,
And to be honest, we need to address some things in relationship, and that is why we decided to give some of our tips, and that is coming from our personal experience. And if this is something you want to listen to, sit back, relax, and watch this particular episode to the very end, and you'll be glad you did. Isn't it? Okay, see you on the other side.
Me and my people, we go jolly, yo. We the fight, yo. We know they send nobody. Cause we get no worries and we get energy. I tell them lane, them I follow. I said they dance, them I colo. Feeling myself in my condo. The man, them tripping, feeling the girl, yeah, now. Me and my guys, we no get time, more. 24/7, like good vibes, oh. We the live large, oh.
So welcome guys to another beautiful episode on Femi Jula and Family. And if you're here for the very first time, you're most welcome. And those of you that drop comments, those comments means a lot to us, and we say thank you in a million ways. Thanks so much, guys. So today we decided to have a very serious topic, and it's on relationship. But first of all, we want to put a disclaimer. We are in no way, what do they call them? Relationship experts.
Yeah.
In no way that, but what we feel, okay, we qualify because we're a couple, and we can give advice, positive advice, based on our own personal experience. Yeah. So that is what this is all about, and we hope you learn one or two things about it. So today we are going to be talking about reasons you no longer find your spouse or partner attractive. Because it's a general thing. Everybody is in one relationship or the other, right? So either as a man and woman in a marriage, or as boyfriend and girlfriend. So there are some things that once the relationship gets to a certain level, then some issues crop up, and you start having different view, different opinion. So you want to start. So what are those things you feel that
I would say one of
make a partner no longer find his or her partner attractive? So tell,
I would say one
you
of
start.
the things is lack of adequate communication. It could be from spouses, or like married couple, or if you're in a relationship. So this is key. When you don't communicate in a relationship, you've been in a relationship for a very long time, and sometimes something can just come up. You tend to be so busy that you don't have time for each other. You hardly communicate. Even if maybe, for instance, you don't live together, you're just in a relationship, you don't check up on yourself, you don't call, you just tend to find something that distracts you. Definitely your relationship will have issues. It will come to crumble, right? Or if you are married and you're living together as well, so you also don't communicate with each other, maybe because of work
So you feel
or-
okay, lack
yeah,
of communication
lack of communication when you
makes you
don't-
find your partner
Yeah.
later unattractive.
unattractive.
Okay, my own here is unclear motives, and I'm talking about from my own personal experience. Unclear motives in the sense that what are your reasons for choosing that person in the first place? Take for instance, people marry for a different reason or get into a relationship for a different reason. You could see a lady that has a figure 8. You guys know what I mean by figure, everything in place, in the right place, and in the right proportion. There are some guys like that. So he has a very good front and past. Let me use that term
She's
because
beautiful.
we have to be censored there. So I don't want to be using some crude words. So you say you have a very good future and past. The shape is okay, perfect.
Everything.
But is that all the reason that you need to consider before choosing her, or is some choose based on okay, she's classy, she's from a rich background, and that is all that counts for some people, for some certain people, because I have to be very clear. So what are those motives, especially people that are singles that intends to get into a relationship, or you're really in a relationship? This is more important to you. Like, your motive have to be right. At some certain point in my life, I was confused as a single person before I got married, and I was checking out what is the reason why I want to do this. Is it because it's beautiful? Is it because it's well mannered, or is it because she's not so beautiful but well cultured? Or is it because she's from a rich background? I do not care about how she looks. So those factors are important to me as a person, personally, that you need to be very clear about. You don't need to be confused.
You have to have your reason for
you need to know your reason.
Yeah.
Or it's just because she's just attractive and she will be good in certain things. That's why I want to be with him or her. So that is my own one of the reasons. So because people get the motives wrong at the beginning, then later as the relationship progresses, problem comes, and the person you feel have the figure 8 is not having figure I need to be careful with my words now. The figure is no longer there. That is one reason. People get into relationship for wrong motives. So what else do you have?
I'll say the next one is lack of intimacy in the relationship, whereby you get what I'm trying to say. Well, there are different ways of showing your feelings in a relationship. It could be just there should be love languages anyway. I think that's what I mean. Love languages where you tend to understand your partner, like show some feelings, hugging, kissing, just the normal, the usual way. Like some partners just want to feel loved. You don't just want to say I'm in a relationship or we are married, so we understand ourselves. I should not just be there. You can go to some home and you'll be surprised whereby the partners don't even have time for each other, which is a problem in a relationship. I will say that. So learn to show some love languages like hugging, kissing, cuddling. Just show some love.
Okay, in a way that kind of make you appreciate your partner.
Yeah, appreciate your partner. So
okay,
that's part of it.
well taken. The next thing I have here is unpreparedness for future physical changes. Like, in your mind, if you want to go, please, let's get it right. You are going into a serious relationship. You're not saying you want to be fooling around or playing around with somebody's emotion. This is actually for you want to go into a very serious relationship.
Maybe you're courting to get
so
married.
Unpreparedness for future physical changes. Okay, you said you want to settle down with this person as a guy, and then you're not prepared that okay, if this relationship leads to the next level, that is marriage, you get serious, that's a serious business. Then you are not prepared in your mind that this lady that looks so perfect, flat tummy, all the shapes, physical endowments in the right places, then you are not prepared that this is likely going to change when, number one, she start giving birth. If you're not prepared in your mind as a guy, like this is going to come up, then you start feeling, oh, this woman, maybe after the first child, then the tummy is no longer flat. So that's why I call it unpreparedness. These are the things that you start giving as excuses for, not finding your partner attractive. Unpreparedness for future physical changes is bound to happen. So you need to prepare for it. So that is my second point. So what is your next point?
My next point is there's another problem is when you don't invest in your hygiene. This is very, very important.
Okay.
Self-hygiene. You feel there is no need to take care of yourself. You don't want to look good for your partner. You feel, well, I'm married, so he can't look outside. He has he has me. I have kids for him. No, you have to look at this in different places whereby you feel, okay, should I continue to look good for my man? Should I, take care of my skin? You need to take care of your hair. So all this should be considered in place. You can't just say, well, I'm married to my partner and I don't want to look good. I just want to just be the way I want to. Or you just tell your man, this is the way you want to be.
Like being nonchalant about it.
Yeah. Okay. So men are very, very, how will I say, they study women a lot. So the man you got married to must have known from the onset why he got married to you. Maybe you are the attractive kind of person, you were very neat, you take good care of yourself, and the next thing you feel, well, I'm stressed. Yeah, we understand. You could be stressed with the kids, you could be stressed with work and all that, but that doesn't stop you from taking good care of yourself. So it is very, very important, please. Ladies out there.
Okay, thank you. And then my last reason is there's too much expectation on your partner, or too much expectation about your partner, and that brings unnecessary pressure. And what do I mean? You expect your partner the same way he or she is, then he or she now have to live with that expectation that, okay, you hear statement like, oh, when I met you, then you are like this, and the expectation is that you are expected to stay in that particular state. I'm talking about physical look now.
Yeah, appearance.
So that's why you tend to say, okay, a very slim guy at the beginning, then after some time, you tend to like have a protruded tummy. So you know how this thing is. These are our reality. It's out there. So too much expectation is what I feel that will pile unnecessary pressure on our partner. And the person starts to struggle mentally
so much
and trying to be perfect.
So my next point will be when you don't compliment each other. You get. So most people have insecurity issues, and they find it hard to see whereby your partner don't even recognize that you're there. So especially ladies, they want to be complimented in a good way, like, oh, you look good, I love your dressing today, you're looking beautiful, I love your shoes, I love your dress. They want to hear that from their man, they want to hear that from their spouse. So same with the men. The lady too must learn to compliment their man, their husband, their partner. They want to hear it. Oh, I love your hair. Oh, you're looking lovely. You're looking so.
I like your beard.
I love your beard. So they just want to hear it from you, not just, oh, you're ready. Some people are just too serious in a relationship, and I don't know how to do that. Try to play around, make it fun. So most partners love that. Most couples love that. They want to see that from their man.
Okay, now we need to conclude. So what will be our recommendation for both people that are into marriage and those that are into relationship? So first of all, I would say, especially to the singles that are in a relationship or intend to be in one, I would say get your motives clear from the beginning. And what do I mean by that? Your motives have to be right. You have to be clear about it. And I had that similar experience at a point in my life, and I was confused. I didn't know what particular thing to consider because I had options, and it was looking like everybody was looking like it. Every lady in my life then was looking like the real person, and I was confused. I was having different reasons to consider one person over the other. So your motive have to be right, and you have to be clear about it. There's no doubt about it. Only you can convince yourself. So what do you?
I think my next point is you should try to address the issue, whatever the problem may be in that relationship. Why you don't find your spouse attractive anymore? Try to talk about it, right?
Okay, yeah.
So try to talk about it on where the problem is. If you're not communicating better, or you don't understand yourself. So there could be issues there. You don't know where the problem may be. So I feel the first thing is just sit down and talk about it. Have a conversation, talk about it, and work on it.
Okay. And what I would say, my final thoughts is be prepared for future eventualities.
Yeah.
Be prepared for anything about. In as much as you love your partner, be very intentional about it. Be prepared in your mind, like, okay, she's not going to be like this forever, and she's going to change physically, and let that true feeling that you have, the feeling has to be true and genuine. You can't compromise that. Otherwise you're going to run into a brick wall later in that relationship, whether you're married or not. So prepared for that okay, it's likely she's going to lose this shape that is driving me so crazy, and how am I going to deal with it? Am I still going to love her the way I met her? So those little things you need to have it prepared here mentally. It is quite important. And what do you have to say on the final note?
Final note is that I would say is, as couple, we should also make progress, whatever, just like the first one I said, try to work on your issues. So while working on the issues, once that is done, make progress, try to, see what you can do after discussing, okay, this is where I'm not good at, I think I need to work on this. If you have issue with personal hygiene, try to look good, take care of yourself, get yourself a good perfume, take care of your hair, try to look good for your partner, look attractive. If it has to do with taking care of the children, I feel the woman shouldn't do the work alone. The man should be a support system for the wife. So you can't just leave your wife to do all that. When you work together, it says you work together, you want, so try to work on this, work on your issues, and you will see like you will begin to progress. Things should work out for you too.
Okay, on that note, we hope we have been able to pick one or two things that might help your relationship, and we hope to come up with more good contents like this for your viewing pleasure. So on that note, we hope we've been able to impact one or two things that you can pick from our personal experience. And if you have enjoyed this video up to this moment, hit that like button. It helps our channel rating, honestly. And do not forget to subscribe if you're much new here, and we appreciate that a lot. And do not forget to share with others. And what else are we forgetting? What else do you have to say?
That's all.
Okay, there's nothing we are leaving out. So, I thought you were forgetting something. So guys, we thank you and appreciate you for your time, and we hope to see you by the next video. At this point, we have to say
Thanks for watching. Bye.
thanks for watching, and bye.
Smiling. The way you used to smile is very funny. You have a funny smile. What is why are you like this? Oh my god.
So already.
Yeah.
Action. So action.
Let's do action. Action. But you're not talking. Okay.